In this video, we will solve the questions asked in CUET PG Economics paper of 2025. The question is, if demand function is P is equal to 110 minus Q square and initial price is 29 and quantity demanded at that very price is 9, we need to find out the consumer surplus. Okay, options are being given, we need to find out the correct option. So we are being given the demand function is P is equal to 110 minus Q square. Okay, also we are being told that when price is equal to 29, quantity demanded is equal to 9. Okay, and we are supposed to find out the consumer surplus. Now graphically, what we mean by the consumer surplus, if I draw the graph here, since we don't have the linear demand function here, so we have quantity on the horizontal axis and price on the vertical axis. Given this demand function, let us suppose this is our demand function. Okay, and we are being told at a price of 29, okay, when price is equal to 29, okay, so this curve should intersect the price axis because we have the intercept here 110. Okay, at a price of 29, quantity demanded is 9. We need to find out the consumer surplus. Graphically, it's consumer surplus is the difference between the price that a consumer is willing to pay for a product and the price he is actually paying. So the price he is actually paying is 29, which is the market price. On the graph, the consumer surplus will be the area which is above the equilibrium price and below the demand curve. So the area of this very triangle looking shape. Why I am saying triangle looking shape? Because it is not a triangle here, it is a curve here. Okay, we need to find out the area of this very curve to get the consumer surplus. Okay, now to find out the consumer surplus, first we should know the total expenditure. Okay, so what is the total expenditure that the consumer is incurring, which will be equal to P into Q or P naught into Q naught, which is equal to, so price is 29 into 9, which is quantity demanded. So it becomes 9 9s are 81, 9 2s are 18, and 18 and 8 is 26. So it is 26. Now consumer surplus is equal to the definite integral from 0 to equilibrium quantity, which is Q naught here. I will show it by Q. Okay, the definite integral from 0 to Q of the demand function, that is P dq minus, okay, minus the total expenditure. Okay, so that means we need to integrate this demand function with respect to equilibrium quantity. So consumer surplus will be equal to the definite integral from 0 to 6, because Q is equal to 6, rather Q is equal to 9, and demand function is 110 minus Q square times dq. To this we subtract the total expenditure, which is P into Q, P into Q. Okay, solving further, so what will we get here? So the integral of 110 is 110 Q, and the integral of Q square is Q cube by 3 by power function rule of the integration, and we evaluate it from 0 to 9, and then we subtract P into Q, which is 261. That is the total expenditure. So solving this here, so consumer surplus will be equal to, so we evaluate these terms at 9 first. So we have 110 in place of Q, we have 9 minus 9 cube means 9 into 9 into 9 divided by 3. Then we subtract and evaluate it at the lower limit, which is 0. So this term will become 0, this will also become 0. So we will not write that very stuff. Minus 261 we subtract. So we have 3 1s are 3 3s are 9, 9 9s are 81. So we get 81 into 3, which is 3 1s are 3, 3 8s are 24. So here we get 2, or let's first write it here, 9 zeros are 0, 9 1s are 9, minus, here we get 243 minus, then we have 261. So it becomes, if I write it here, So we have 990 minus, so here adding the negative integers here. So 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, and then we have 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 5. Okay, so consumer surplus will be equal to 990 minus 504. So 0 minus 4, it comes out to be 10 minus 4, which is 6. So here it is 8. Then we get here 9 minus 5, which is 4. So 486 will be the consumer surplus in this case. So correct option should be 486. So graphically, what is meant by this? Sorry, the light has gone, so I can show only this stuff here. Let's go to the next question. How to find out total cost from the marginal cost function? The question is, if marginal cost is equal to 2 times e raised power 0.2 q, where q is the output, fixed cost is 75, we have to find out the total cost. Okay, now total cost will be equal to find out the total cost from marginal cost, we integrate the marginal cost function with respect to output. So we have the integral of this 2 e raised power 0.2 q with respect to q. Okay, now total cost will be equal to the integral of e raised power 0.2 q will be, let us write it here. So first we have to, the integral of e raised power 0.2 q will be e raised power 0.2 q divided by q plus the constant of integration. It comes from the rules of the integration, where e raised power nx, its integral is equal to e raised power nx upon n. Okay, if we integrate it with respect to x, that is what we have done here. Rather, here we have e raised power 0. Here we have 0.2. Sorry, which implies total cost will be equal to 2 times e raised power 0.2 q divided by 2 upon 10 plus the constant of integration. So 2 gets cancelled, 10 gets reciprocated to numerator. We get total cost is equal to 10 e raised power 0.2 q plus the constant of integration. Now when output level is equal to 0 in this equation, so when nothing is produced, what is our total cost? Total cost is equal to fixed cost, which is equal to 75. Okay, so can we write in place of TC as 75? So 75 is equal to, so when q is equal to 0, we have 10 e raised power 0.2 times 0 plus c, which implies 75 is equal to 10 e raised power 0 plus c, which gives us 75 is equal to e raised power 0 is equal to 1, so we get 10 plus c, which implies c will be equal to 75 minus 10, which is 65. Okay, so our the value of the constant is 65, which implies total cost will be equal to 10 e raised power 0.2 q plus the constant of integration, which is 65. That will be the value of c. How to do the matrix multiplication? The question is, if A is equal to, we have the matrix 1 2 4 3 8 0, and B is another matrix which is equal to 5 9, which is another matrix. We need to find out the product A times B. Okay, so let us find out the order of this very matrix. It is 2 into 1, rather 1 2 and 3. This is 3 into 2. That means we have the 3 rows and 2 columns, and here we have 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, so let us see, can we do the matrix multiplication? We can do when the number of columns in the first row is equal to the number of rows in the second column, then we can do the matrix multiplication. That means 3 into 2, and here we have 2 into 1. The order of the new matrix will be equal to 3 into 1. Okay, so for the two matrices to be conformable for the multiplication, the number of rows in the rather than columns in the first matrix should be equal to the rows in the second matrix, which is equal to, here we have 2 columns and here we have 2 rows. So we can do the matrix multiplication, and the new matrix will be of order 3 into 1. That means we will have 3 rows and 1 column. So AB will be equal to, how do we do the matrix multiplication? We multiply row by column. Okay, so we multiply, and let's write it here first. We have 1 2 4 3 8 0, and we have to multiply it with 5 9, which will be equal to, so AB will be equal to, so multiplying rows with columns, so we have 1 into 5, 1 into 5. So let me do the proper color combination here, plus then we have 3 into 9, 3 into 9. In the second one we will have 2 into 5, 2 into 5, plus combination की tail लेने, then we have 8 into 9, 8 into 9. Similarly we have 4 into 5, 4 into 5, plus 0 into 9. This will be our new matrix with 3 rows and 1 column. So which will be equal to 5 ones are 5 plus 9 threes are 9 threes are 27 plus 5 which is 32. Here 9 eights are 72 plus 10 is 82. 9 into 0 is 0, 4 5s are 20. That will be our new matrix of 3 into 1 order.